The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates,
he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now... Four interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign?
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Turns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
24 is the mic. You gonna see me in your night. 4 down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Eckler again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Play action. It's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken at the goal line.
And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
Well, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? To throw is Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 89 yards. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now here's another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Touchdown! Donald Parham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Herbert on first down now. Caught by Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now it's Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Again, Herbert being chased out left. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,